Greetings. We're going to talk about the Vita program, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, and explain to you how to get certified to participate in this pilot program, this inaugural pilot program sponsored by the Robert H. Smith School of Business here at the University of Maryland, College Park. Those of you who go through the certification process, which will be 2 steps, and participate in the program will be the first to do so officially through the R.H. Smith School of Business. It's not just a dubious honor, it is a very good honor, and it will be very beneficial to your resume and your future career in many ways. Let's talk about some of those ways just to make sure you understand that the trials and tribulations that you may go through to get certified are worth the effort, because you're going to be doing that over your break here in January before the spring semester itself gets too far underway. And then you're going to spend some hours during the spring semester volunteering for this program. So let's see what the benefits are. The benefits are that it will look good on your resume for future employers to see that you've had some tax return preparation experience. Not only does the certification indicate a certain depth of knowledge in tax preparation, but participation in the program will show that you have actually worked with tax preparation software and prepared returns. Simple as they may be, that's where everybody starts, and employers will be happy to know that you've had a tax season experience and some level of education in that. The Vita program itself, the steps of it, mimic good procedures of any taxation preparation office. So by going through this, you will, in addition to the knowledge, the experience you will get will be real life as to what it's like to prepare returns, and will actually make you a better preparer in some cases than some of the smaller firms may use in their quality control efforts in preparation of tax returns. So you'll be well ready for a tax season wherever you might wind up working and doing tax preparation after graduation. In addition to which, of course, it's a volunteer program, so we all should feel good about the service we're rendering to those people who will need our services. They are people who don't necessarily have the means to pay for sophisticated tax preparers, and so they'll be coming in to our doors for this assistance free of charge. We will not get paid, we will not charge, we will get no monetary benefit out of it, but we will have the knowledge and the emotion of knowing that we've done something nice using our business skills. And of course, parenthetically, becoming certified through this program will give you the ability to hold yourself out to others, meaning people who are outside of the Vita program, that you could prepare returns for a fee. You do not need a license at this stage of the United States law. It's not in effect that there's any licensing requirement for you to prepare returns. You do have to follow the rules of the state where you're filing returns for a fee if you're doing so, whatever those may be, but you do not need a license. So you theoretically, I suppose, after becoming certified, you could endeavor to prepare returns for a fee. You will not be able to use the programs that the Vita program has for software preparation, but of tax returns. But you can, if you can secure TurboTax or any other tax preparation programs, you theoretically would be just about ready to do some simple returns for hire. Of course, that's not what we're endorsing, because this is a volunteer program, as I've said. All right, there's going to be 2 steps to this process of being certified to participate in the R.H. Smith School of Business's Vita program this year. We're going to be preparing 2014 tax returns in what we call the 2015 tax season. The first thing you'll do is you're going to go to the IRS endorsed Link and Learn site. So I'm just showing you where to find that and what it should look like. Link and, oh, I did the wrong. So you're getting a good lesson here on what it should look like for from my missing it. And this is what it looks like. It should say lincolnlearncertification.com. And this is the first screen that you should see. Vita TCE Central. And from this part you're going to utilize for this first phase of certification. In a nutshell, the first phase of certification will be using the online certifications that this program allows for, and I'm going to show you what that's all about. First thing you'll do is you'll create an account, and so you'll go to create an account and do that. I've already created one up here. And the immediately first thing that you should do is then come back to this screen. You might have to escape out of the create account and come back to this screen by going out and back in. But what you want to do first is the VSOC training program. That's the first thing you want to do, and that's here. You'll click on that like this, and you'll see that VSOC stands for Volunteer Standards of Conduct. You must finish this program first and then take the certification test on it after you finish the program in order to go to the next step. I'm going to recommend and ask that you do the following. And by the way, just to show you that some of these steps are not going to take you too long at all, the estimated time to complete this is 30 minutes, and then you take a 10-question, I believe it's 10 questions, examination, and you are done. Okay, with the first step. And what will happen is after you take the training, you'll come back to the screen and then go log into your account as so, and you will see that you will be prompted for the Volunteer Standards of Conduct exam. You'll go on there, and as you can see, I've already completed it, and got one wrong. Okay, so now I know what it's like to be a student again. But I passed because 80% or higher is passing, and I got my certificate. So the first thing that will happen is you'll take this exam, which will allow you to go to the next exams. Okay, this brings up the next part of the program, which is the fact that there are various levels of certification that you can get. We have basic, advanced, military, international, Puerto Rico, and foreign student. Those are the various levels. If you have not taken, and this is important, if you have not taken tax course for individuals at the anywhere, whether at the R.H. Smith School of Business or anywhere, if you haven't taken a college level income tax course, then we will only accept you at the basic program. So if you have not yet taken tax at this school or any school, the only program you're going to be doing is the basic. So you're going to do the training on the basic, and then you'll take the basic exam. To take the basic exam, you have to first pass the Volunteer Standards of Conduct. So that's step number one. You will not be site coordinators. You're going to sign on as student volunteers. So you don't have to worry about that. As you can see, I've already completed that part of my certification, and then you'll take the basic exam. If you've taken tax at a college level, income tax here at Smith or anywhere else, you may go for the advanced. You can skip the basic. You don't have to do the basic and then go to the advanced. You can skip right to the advanced and take the advanced exam after training yourself through the online program. And I encourage you to do that. We're going to need as many advanced volunteers as we can. And of course, if you are certified as advanced, that will look even better on your resume than doing just the basic program. So we're going to need a certain number of people to take advanced. I'm going to ask that many of you who have taken tax at the college level do the advanced program. I'm also going to ask that those of you who have taken income tax do the international as well, where you'll take the international exam and the foreign student exam as well, which would be here. So I'm looking for people who, if they took my income tax course, I'm looking for those students to take advanced, international, and the foreign student. I do not anticipate any need for the Puerto Rico or the military. So those are this particular Vita site is not set up or gearing itself to either one of those two. However, I can't stop you if you wish to take those exams and certified that way. Be my guest. It can't hurt you. It can only help and enhance your certification process. Now, in order to take these tests, you're going to have to go in order. First, the Volunteer Standards of Conduct exam. Then you can take the basic or the advanced, depending on whether you've, as I said, if you've had a college course or not. Everybody should take the HSA exam. So that applies as to whether you're basic or not. That's probably just a few questions on health savings accounts, and everybody should get certified that way as well. Okay, so this is where you'll take the exams. How about where you can get the training so you can be prepared for the exams? That's a good question. And the way to find that is to get back to the main program. And the way to do that will be to do a log off. That'll set you back to the home page. So, as you see. And from here, you can go into the Link and Learn Tax Lessons. Let me show you that again. Sort of want to just see it again myself. So you do that, and Link and Learn right there. Click on, and you go here. This is where you can find certification paths, which will give you lessons in preparation for the exams. They're going to give you, by the way, 2 attempts to take the exams online. You have to get 80% or better. If you don't get 80% or better on both attempts, I believe you get kicked out until next year. Don't let that worry you. Just prepare accordingly, and you can, since it's online, it's open book. You can have materials at your side waiting for you. All right. So again, if you haven't had a program in college, you will take the basic program, and the neat thing is that it will walk you through a lot of topics, but I don't believe it's going to take you a very long time to go through these topics. If you haven't had tax, it probably will be a little bit more of a chore to go through, but you will learn a lot, and as I said, it will be almost the equivalent of a full course in taxation. Not quite, but it'll be very, very close to that, and you'll be well prepared for taking the course here at the Smith School. And of course, the test, when you get there, will include the test that we've seen before, which is the Standards of Conduct test and the basic and advanced. So again, so you go there, you go to the certification paths, and you click on which one you want to take. Again, I'm going to need some international help. So I want to see some students go for the international. And let's see, here you'll see international down here, other income and the foreign tax credit, which are really good to have. Don't forget the health savings accounts. Everybody should try to take that. Certification. And the foreign student, I'm not seeing where that is, but let's see if it's over here. That may be a separate, I'm not sure where you get the, I'll have to look that up and get back to you on where you get the, oh, there we go. So here's the foreign student course over here. These certification paths are there, and then you'll follow the link for foreign student certification over here. Start the course. Now I see the test is included in the course here, and so you can you'll take that at this point. However you'll get there. Okay. Well, you'll follow that through, and you'll see again that the foreign student has some kind of test within it. Okay, so that's the basics. These are the sites. This is phase 1, as I've said, of how you become certified for the program at Smith School. I also tell you need to take one more thing that's very important. You're going to need to go through what's called the intake, interview, and quality review training. There's no test for this, but you'll have to go through it step by step, and at the end you fill out a form and you become certified, I suppose, that you've taken this course. There's no test for it, but by going through screen by screen and reading the intake interview process, you get a certificate that shows that you've completed it. nobody can participate without having finished this and getting the certificate that they have completed the intake in interview quality review training, which is really cool. I went through it. Why is it cool? Because it really mimics what happens in a quality tax office in the real world of public accounting. So you get a real hands-on feel of what it's like by following what process this is. You learn a lot about the way to prepare returns from a client standpoint. This is going to really give you some good insight as to what it's like to prepare returns with actual individuals and the types of things you need to be thinking about when you're doing it. So it's a really, really good program to go through. And again, as I said, there's no test for it, so it'll be, it's just you have to show that you've completed it. So please do that. So once again, here, first thing you do is the VSOC, then take the test, pass that, then go back and do Link and Learn Taxes for the level that you decided that you want to go for, whether it's advanced and international. Hopefully we'll get people doing as well as the foreign student. And then before you'll be able to finish phase 1, you need to do the intake, interview, and quality review training. What phase 2 will be is another webinar of sorts like this, where we'll go through the actual software that you're going to use, and in order to get to that phase where you'll go through that and certify yourself within the school itself, that'll be a certification for the Smith School that I will be administrating, and you have to qualify for that through the process that I'm going to outline as phase 2. Before you can do that, to qualify, you got to get certified over here. Once you've gotten at least the basic and the HSA certification, then you can go to phase 2. So again, phase 2 will be participating in a recorded webinar for seeing what it's like to go online to prepare the return with the software. After you, that'll be the final phase. There'll be certain, I don't know if it'll be an exam, but there'll be certain polling questions that you'll have to answer and get those right, and that'll get you certified within the Smith School. That's not an official certification is given out by the Vita program or the IRS, but it'll be the second step and the last step to allow you to actually participate in the Vita office that the Smith School is going to have, so that you can say you did it and be a volunteer. That is that. Please check the email that I sent out regarding this. If you have any questions, you can email me. I'll do my best to answer those as quickly as possible. And I hope that I've answered most of the questions through the email that I sent, plus this recording. And again, if not, you'll send me the questions that you do have. All right. Thank you very much.